Service dogs work incredibly hard to make sure their human is taken care of. They don't just work an 8-hour shift and then go home. That is why playtime is so incredibly important to these animals. You have to leave time for dogs to be dogs. With us today to discuss just how important playtime is, we have our friends from Service Dogs for America, Jenny and Connie, as well as Service Dog Sadie. Thank you guys for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
So is it true that service dogs are on 24/7, vested or not?
So service, just that, they're service dogs. So they do need to be on in case their person needs some assistance. But again, they're dogs. So just as important as it is for them to work, it is as important for them to play. I was at a conference not too long ago, and the presenter there was saying if you want to have an effective service dog, you need to have a dog that knows how to play. So we're going to do a little bit of that today with Sadie. We're going to show you some of the things that she likes to play with, and then we're going to show you how those playthings are precursors to learning tasks.
Oh, wow. Okay, but before we do that, how do you make time for playtime? Is it just kind of scheduled into the day?
It is scheduled into the day, actually. We have playpens outside, and the dogs go out there every day. When the weather is nicer, we try and get them out at least twice a day. But when the weather is colder, like it has been, they get out once a day. We also do have a playroom. Right now, we're in what's called our training room, but we also have a playroom where that's what they do. They just play. One of our playpens has a wheel in it. It's kind of like a hamster wheel. So when the dogs get on it, they just run and make it spin just like a hamster would in a hamster wheel. And I believe we have a video of that we'll show you today too. But as part of our training session, I usually start with just a little bit of play too to get them ready and focused to start learning.
Okay, and so can we see some of the stuff you were talking about? What can Sadie do?
Sure. So we're just going to start with fetch. This is Sadie here. She's one of our dogs from Project to Heal too, and she's an English lab. And like I said, I'm just going to start with fetch. So fetch is a good way to teach dogs how to take things, how to retrieve, and how to release. And then it's also a good way to actually teach them self-control because she'll get in her play mode. And when she brings the ball, I have her sit and look at me. So she needs to stop and calm before she can then again go get the ball. Sadie's kind of a character here, so we're going to get her up and get her playing. Here, Sadie, let's go. Here, Sadie. Sadie, sit. Good girl. Sadie, take it, Sadie. Go take it. That's it. Good girl, Sadie. That's it. Thank you. So Sadie dropped the ball there, and that would be a good way to start teaching the release. It's having her bring it to me and then drop it. Eventually, we will refine that a bit so she actually drops the ball in my hand. But as you can see, she's enjoying herself. Look at her tail, look at her posture. Sadie sits. And this is where we're doing some of that focus. Look at me. That's it. Good girl. Take it, Sadie. Go take it. That's it. Go take it. I think Sadie wants a treat right now more than the ball. That's it. Oh, Sadie. Sadie, I think we'll try another ball too and see if that one works a little bit better for her. We were playing fetch right before we started this too. Sadie, sit. Take it, Sadie. There we go.
Oh, what a sweetheart. I love her so much. She is so cute.
Thank you. Yeah, she's like I said, she's one of our English labs. She looks to me like a mini Newfoundland. Sadie, sit. That's a good girl. Take it, Sadie. Good girl, Sadie.
She is absolutely adorable and knows so many tricks. Wow. But I want to ask you, how do, dogs react if they don't get that playtime that they're needing?
So it's actually one of their basic needs, I would say, just like kids. So I used to be a preschool teacher, and if we lose our recess, our kids are not going to be learning very well in the afternoon. They're not going to be able to concentrate. They need that release just like our dogs do to be able to learn.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning and letting us meet Sadie and, showing that, service animals, they do get that playtime that they're needing even though they're taking care of their humans.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Coming up on today's show, some organizations are taking to Facebook Live to host their events. We have one of those events next on North Dakota Today.